Hello and thank you for joining me for your daily tarot. So today we're taking a look at what are their true intentions towards you, and we're going to be looking at how the relationship or the connection currently stands, how you feel about them and what your intentions are towards them, and how they feel towards you and what their intentions are towards you. We're going to be taking a look at the challenge for this particular connection as well. And of course, we will be pulling advice. Okay, right. So if you just give me a minute while I prep your deck. What's going on for our collective, please? Okay, right. How the relationship currently stands. The Hanged Man energy. That's Pisces energy. How you feel towards them. The Ace of Cups, your intentions towards them, the Six of Swords, how they feel towards you, the Ace of Wands, their intentions towards you, the Three of Cups. Okay. What is the challenge in this situation? The King of Cups. That's an interesting one. And your advice is strength. Okay. Bit of a mixed bag of energies here. The current overall energy for this particular connection is the Hierophant. Interesting. So a lot of promises were made then. Either they made a lot of promises to you, or you made a lot of promises to them, or perhaps there is a third person situation that's going on here as well. Maybe one of you is married to someone else or made promises to someone else. But the Hierophant is basically by the book. Okay, it's by the book energies. So it can be about the religious side of life or the spiritual side of life. Please do keep in mind that those two things are completely different. It's basically, there's a certain set of rules that have been lined out, and you're not allowed to deviate from the rules that have been laid out, you know. If it was in reverse, then that would be like going against the grain, breaking promises, going against the rules sort of thing. Okay, when it's in the upright, it's like, look, this is the way that things are, and that's just it. Like, that's just the way that it is. It's a card of traditions as well. So this could be quite a unconventional type connection, you know, where maybe one partner is held to a certain stringent set of rules or traditions, you know, where one partner perhaps isn't as free to move as the other is, type thing. Okay, so again, especially when you see the kind of energies that are coming out, you know, the connection's currently in hangman mode, which means it's not really going anywhere anytime quick. And then you've got the Three of Cups as well. You've got a King of Cups, the challenge. And then you've got this movement with the Six of Swords that's on your side of the table. The signs are there, okay? The signs are there that the person that you're thinking of isn't single, right? The signs are there, definitely. Even though this person feels very passionate towards you and they want to start something with you, they want to begin something with you, the overall energy is, look, I have to play by a certain standard or by a certain set of rules. I can't just move freely. Yeah, Four of Swords at the bottom of that one. Yeah, exactly. Rest, rejuvenate, reconsider, meditate, take a pause in order to reflect. Okay, that's all Four of Swords energy. They cannot move. They cannot move. And because they cannot move, it's put you also in this situation of not being able to move. Okay. Worth noting as well that in this particular Hierophant, you've got a lot of symbology that's going on, right? I mean, first of all, the masculine has like a devil tail, and then the feminine, it's just a bit weird, right? The symbology is a bit weird, and then there's no face on the Hierophant. So it's like, who's really in control? Who's really in charge? Well, nobody knows, right? It's like this connection is entirely stuck, Hanged Man, because no one really knows who's in charge at the moment, who's going to make a move, right? And then, of course, you've got the Whip as well, which is someone else who is not involved with this connection, is dictating the terms of this connection. Okay, which again, I don't really like that energy, but it is there. Okay, someone else is dictating the terms of this connection. So yeah, very, very possible that this is like a third person type situation. Now, here's the thing, right? If you're not dealing with anyone else, and if they're not dealing with anyone else, then it could be another scenario that is currently taking this person's attention away from the relationship with you. That's always possible, okay? There could be a bit of family troubles or family trauma that's going on that they're currently dealing with, okay? That they're currently being supportive of others through, or they could be something to do with their career. It could be so that they could be in charge within their job. Again, Hierophant energy, that's someone who's in charge, someone where the community or the collective look up to, you know, that they have been set to a certain standards that they're expected to follow all of the time. It could be like a boss or a manager or a manageress or something, you know, and their involvement with you could be unethical according to their chosen career. Okay, so it could be that kind of dynamic that's being worked in as well. All right, all of that you're getting with the symbology that comes with that particular Hierophant. Okay, just in case anyone's wondering, where am I reading that from? I'm reading it off of the Hierophant. Okay, so yeah, so for example, this could be a type of situation where it's like a doctor-patient relationship, and they're, you know, obviously they're not going to be allowed to go against that because that would be unethical, or like a teacher-student type thing. Hopefully mature student, all right? We're not speaking about school kids here. So yeah, that could be like a teacher or college student situation, or teacher university student, you know. I mean, there's a whole load of different combinations that could be, like a manager of a place, and then you could be an employee, right? So it could be that kind of dynamic as well, or straight up that they are in another relationship. So again, you have to use your discernment, okay? It's really, really difficult to get the pinpoint accurate details out of a general reading, okay? We can only provide the pieces of the puzzle as best we can, and then everything else is up to you, okay? But there is some kind of dynamic that is going on within this connection that would be taken as being unethical if they were to pursue this particular connection at this moment in time with you. And that is why the connection is currently in this Hanged Man energy, right? It's again with the symbology, because you've got the orange and the blue. So that's like, I am getting two opposing forces. I'm getting the sense that someone feels like they're being pulled in multiple different directions, and that they're perhaps feeling overwhelmed. So instead of making a choice, instead of going in any direction, it's like energetically they're sitting on their hands at this point in time. Okay, it could be someone waiting for a better understanding as well, and that's why they're not making a decision, that's why they're not moving. But I'm also getting that someone feels maybe perhaps a bit victimized as well. because they're stuck. Like, they do feel powerless a bit. Okay, so how you feel about them, the Ace of Cups, like, that's a deep, deep love. That's a deep care. That's a lot of compassion and understanding. But also, as well, it is a little bit turbulent. Okay, just because of the way that those waves are, they are quite turbulent, and the fish don't look exactly happy about the situation either, you know. So emotions at this point in time, I'd say a bit turbulent. I'm getting the sense that, look, you're just wanting to know one way or the other where it is that you stand with this person. Are they ever going to really prioritize you as well? Okay, and then the Six of Swords as your intentions towards them. So it shows that you will likely, if pushed, you will end up moving on from this connection or moving away from this connection if you feel pushed to. But again, with the way that this card is illustrated, it's like the boat's movement is towards us, okay? So that tells me that your intention towards them at this point in time is you're making yourself available to them. So you are being supportive of them. However, if push does come to shove, if they start pushing you away, then you're going to about turn, basically. And that's what I'm reading from that one. The way that they feel towards you is the Ace of Wands. So this person definitely does want to initiate something with you here, okay? They are feeling hopeful and optimistic. And there's a message here about timing as well. You see how the sun is breaking through the clouds? That tells me that for this person, timing is key. Timing is everything. And at the moment, they're saying that something is a bit amiss with the timing, right? Their intentions towards you is Three of Cups. That can indicate a cause for a celebration, a reunion as well. So perhaps this person is about to initiate a reunion with you of some type. I'm hoping it's not that someone's going to indulge in a three-person situation, but that's why we need to clarify, okay? We've got to clarify, well, what exactly is that Three of Cups? So let's find out more. What's going on with their intentions towards our collective, please? Why the Three of Cups for their intentions towards our collective, please? Yes, okay. Nine of Swords and the Four of Wands in reverse. Interesting. Yeah, so they definitely are dealing with something or someone else at this point in time. Looks to me, very much looks to me like this person's saying, I am going to leave that thing or that person that I'm involved with because I'm wanting to initiate this with you, okay? Now, wherever you stand with that morally, again, that's going to be different for each and every single one of you, okay? It's not anyone else's place to judge. It's definitely not my place to judge, okay? My job is not to judge, it's just to sit and read the energies, okay? This is as clear as day for me. Whatever my opinion is of it, that's irrelevant, okay? This person is going to leave another connection to be with you. That's how I'm reading this. All right, Nine of Swords to the Four of Wands in the reverse position to clarify your Three of Cups. So that whoever this person is, they are embroiled in another situation and they're not happy in that other situation. And it's showing me that they've not been happy in that situation for a very long time, right? Again, different scenarios for different people, okay? We don't know anyone's true stories of how they got to be in that place in the first place, okay? And certainly we're not going to get all of that information from a tarot read, right? But again, discernment, okay? They're very stressed, very, very worried at this point in time on how they are going to initiate this, because they have to initiate two things. They have to initiate the Four of Wands in reverse, that's the breakup, with the third person. They have to initiate that. And then they have to initiate the Ace of Wands, which is the beginning of the connection or relationship with you. So what your involvement has actually done to this person is it's brought to light how unhappy they truly, truly were in their current situation. Okay? It's all of this energy right here. So again, not my place to judge, okay? Not anyone else's place to judge either. You judge yourself. End of. Now, your challenge, the King of Cups. Why is this King of Cups a challenge, please, for our collective? The challenge is showing me that someone cannot help how they feel. Okay? Yeah. Hierophant off balance. Ace of Coins also off balance, presenting as a challenge. You got the Star at the bottom of the deck. So you could be, or you could be dealing with, a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I do apologise. There's one of the neighbours warming up his bike. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. A strong emphasis on Pisces and Scorpio. You've got Taurus, Aquarius, Gemini, Aries, Leo. Okay, but again, like, you could be any sign, you could be dealing with any sign. That could be your Venus placements as well, with this being more of a love read. Okay, so you could have the placements in your Venus. Either way, the energy is showing that this person is deeply, deeply unhappy. They're caught up in a Hierophant situation, a situation that is not easy to break free from. Okay, it's going to require maybe a divorce for some, or it's going to require breaking promises for others. It's kind of the same thing. Divorces are breaking promises. Think about it. Or otherwise breaking the rules. Okay. Hierophant off balance is, it can indicate someone being a bit foolish or unorthodox, or, you know, just maybe even feeling a bit vulnerable as well. Now, it's presented as a challenge. Someone's feelings, they feel weak. They feel weak in your presence. They feel vulnerable around you, and therefore they feel uncomfortable, not because of you, but because of how vulnerable they feel. Okay, and then they feel, I would say, scared as well, because of the gravity of their own situation and how they've realized, do you know what? I cannot continue living my life in this misery, or with this other person who makes me miserable, you know. And then Ace of Coins also off balance. That can be a false start. Maybe there was a false start between yourself and this person that brought up new challenges, new things for you both to overcome. Okay. It's like a missed chance, a missed opportunity. So I do feel that whoever this person is, they're sailing very close to the wind, because it's likely that you might move on. Okay, and they know about it, and they're saying, you know, I don't want to miss this opportunity with my person. I don't want to live in regrets, basically. Okay, your advice is strength. So that's strength, courage, diplomacy. It's also about influence. Okay, if you're of the feminine persuasion. Note, I did not say female. If you're of a feminine persuasion, it can indicate the way that feminine energy can how do I say this in a polite way? It's the way that a feminine energy can persuade those of the masculine persuasions. Okay. Strength can be that as well. Maybe you do have a lot of influence over this person. Maybe the way that you are with them or towards them is swaying them quite a lot, you know, to lean more in towards you type thing. I feel with this one that your advice is honestly to dig deep and to figure out truly what it is that you want. It's the fact that she's got this thing there and she's pointing it up into the sky. It feels purposeful, you know. It's like, this is what I want, this is what I'm gonna go for. It can be stubbornness also, with it being strength. I feel that this could be indicating soft control or self-control. So that would be your guidance. Your guidance would be to approach this situation from a place of softness and gentleness, because it's like when you think about the maiden and the lion could easily kill that maiden, and then equally the maiden could also kill the lion in return. So there's a lot of trust that has to come with strength. So I feel that your guidance is, if you're wanting this person, is to trust in the process. Okay, and I say process because you've got snakes and the frogs in the bottom corner there. I don't know if you can see that. And then they're swimming out to that little island there. And on the island is an egg. It's a fire egg. So it's all about trusting the process. And then the fire egg would be rebirth. So there is movement that's happening within this connection, even though on the surface it looks like it's in hangman mode. So physically there might not be much movement going on, but emotionally and energetically everything's going on. Clarify strength. Yeah, the Hermit off balance. So that's saying to be subtle. To be subtle and soft in your approach. The Hermit off balance, Virgo energy. Okay. 3 of coins at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, another 3. Another 3. Common goals. So clear as day, this is 2 people who are wanting to be with each other, but for whatever reason right now it's just not possible or not practical because they're tied up in something. So a gentle approach is what's being called for. Tell us more, please. Thank you. Attraction. Divine soul counterpart attraction transcends superficiality. Superficiality. Yeah, so if your person's not involved with someone else right now, it could be their religious upbringing. You know, they could have like a different religious background to you. Okay? Just when it says, look, divine soul counterpart attraction transcends superficiality. Whatever it is that's holding them back with that Hierophant energy is superficial. You got union at the bottom of the deck. The union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. Interesting. It begins when you least expect it. So maybe you weren't expecting to meet this person, or maybe you two actually being in union with each other. That'll happen when you both least expect it. What else for our collective, please? Oh. Things get harder before you level up. Know that. It's always darkest before the dawn. You're working hard and making good life choices, and then out of nowhere a shitstorm starts and you can't figure out why. It's like mountain climbers getting to the peak. It's steeper and the weather is worse up there, but if they were to give up or spend time crying about why it's so hard, then no one would ever get to the top of Everest. Most of us would rather chop off a hand than climb a snow-covered mountain, but it's still a great metaphor for making shit happen. I feel that either you or this person has or is about to start being more proactive about getting this into a union. Okay. Well, that is what I have for you today. I just genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading, then I am taking bookings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. And don't forget to go check out your other signs readings and the daily reads as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.